Hello, YouTubers of the world. MegaGeek Mixer here to give you guys my thoughts on the game that came out last weekend, Spider-Man PS4 from Insomniac. Yeah, the company that also did Batman, the Arkham games. And man, let me just say, this game is awesome. Actually, if you were to ask me, what do I like about that game? The answer to that is simple. In a few words only, I love being Spider-Man. Because that's what it really is. This game does greater than all the other Spider games because in this game, when you're web slinging, the altitude effects on how you're swinging, you can see it on the game, and it can almost be like you're feeling it yourself. The wind rushing through you as you swing, and also the many tricks you can do when you're so high up. And not to mention how you can be on the Empire State Building, the Avengers Tower, get a great view of what Manhattan looks like. It is just completely amazing, man. You are actually Spider-Man in this game. Not just playing him, you are Spider-Man. And that is what's so awesome about this game. But let's go into what I love about this game. And just so you know, I am also going to be talking about the story, but it's going to be non-spoilery. It's going to be my thoughts on what I thought of the story. So if you guys haven't gotten the game yet, don't worry. This video is for you because it's going to be non-spoilery review. I'll only be talking about things you guys already knew that were going to be happening in this game. And little small things that won't really spoil anything. But let's get into it. I'm going to start off with the story. The story was amazing. You are not just following Spider-Man, you are following Peter Parker, Mary Jane, Miles Morales, and even Aunt May. And even though you're not playing as any of these villains, you're following them too. You're actually getting the feel for why you love these characters, where they're at from the beginning to where they're at from the end. You just get the real feel for them and understand them. And first Peter and MJ, what's so great they're the stars in this game, because while you may be playing mostly as Spider-Man, you also get to play as MJ, and it also follows Mary Jane and Peter Parker with not just with their relationship, but them individually as characters, as grown-up adults who are going on with their lives and everything. Yeah, sure. Sure, we're going to be playing as Spider-Man. We get the whole crime thing, whole patrol the city, fight crimes, and all this other stuff. But you also get to see MJ in her life and professional, and Peter's life, his personal life, with professionalism and adulthood and everything. And with Miles Morales. Now, first off, let me just say, this game, it follows no continuity. It's just a game made solely based on a story that Insomniac made. And it deals with Peter Parker being out of high school, and him and MJ and probably out of college too, and in adult life. And I don't know what to say if Miles Morales isn't in school or anything, but as he goes on through the game, it starts to show him more, and it also gives us a little something to look forward to when Insomniac makes another game, which is revealed during the story as the story progresses. But I'm pretty sure you guys all know what I'm saying. Yeah, he ends up getting his powers at the end of the game. But when you play as Miles, you're not doing anything like that. But it's all good. It's all good. But either way, also what's great about the story, like I said, is the villains. As you're going through like the beginning, you're facing off against Wilson Fisk, and everybody knows Wilson Fisk. We didn't need to go into a big history of him being a crime boss behind the scenes and everything. It was just revealed off the plate that Spider-Man's been chasing this guy for years at the beginning of the first act of the game, and he was having to stop this guy. Also, another part of the first act of the game was when, after he was put away, we get Negative Man, who is now trying to take over things. And Negative Man is a very important villain because it introduces what he is doing, and one of the key components that is gone throughout the whole game story, a thing called Devil's Breath, which is used for a very important cause for both the villains and for why Spider-Man and people like Mary Jane and others get involved with that item. And you will all see it as you keep playing the game. Now, this game is pretty straightforward. If you want to just go ahead and beat the story mode first, that's all good, and you can pretty much beat it probably in 1 or 2 days. But there's also to note that you want to also do side missions. Why? Well, this is where I'm going to start talking about the gameplay. Yeah, and the gameplay, if you do side missions, you were able to unlock the thing that makes this game all the more awesome. And that's the suits, the gadgets, and the skills that you get every time you level up, and you get tokens for every side mission you do, such as criminal activities where you stop criminals or do some other things, such as side missions where this thing called challenge mission, and if you beat it, you get to face a secret boss who I will not say who it is. Also, other side missions, you will also fight another crime boss that's known in New York who I will not mention as well. But when you play, as you're playing, you gain these tokens, and it's through these tokens you gain the suits. Yeah, the Spider-Man suit. Yeah, and also when you if you pre-ordered the game, you also get the Iron Spider suit that was in Infinity Wars, Avengers Infinity Wars. And let me just say, that suit's awesome. Now, my personal favorite is the Secret Wars suit, the one that's all black with the blue spider emblem on his back. But either case, what's also amazing about these suits is once you unlock them, they come with their own abilities. But what the best part is, after you've unlocked them, you can still use those abilities. You can switch back from whatever ability you have in the first game, or use another ability that was unlocked when you unlocked the suit. And if you go back to your previous suit, you can just simply choose to keep the ability that was on the suit you unlocked, or use another ability. That's what makes having this suit awesome. The only thing I wish they would have, and maybe would make them a little too OP and the game a little more easier to beat, but this is just me being creative and saying I would have liked it if they gave them at least 2 abilities to keep at the same time, but like I said, that'd probably be OP. Either way, what also is great about the game is the different sorts of skills you get to have for combat, for webbing, and most of all, as you're flying through the air, swinging around New York. Yeah, you get to do some great leaps, some great tricks, all of these things which can be unlocked as you level up more. Yeah, and the spider gadgets too. The spider gadgets, you're not just webbing, you also got all sorts of other gadgets that are used webbing related or assistant related. These can all help you out in many different ways, because there are also different sorts of missions where you can't just jump in and be all fighting head on. You also want to work on your stealthness, because that's the thing about Spider-Man. He may sometimes go at you head to head, but sometimes my bad, folks. Also, sometimes you're required to do things stealthy where no one can see you. And we know Spider-Man, sometimes he's like that. He's sneaky, he's stealthy, because when he's investigating things, he can't be seen. He wants to be able to get info without causing trouble. Oh, and yeah, as you're swinging through the air, you got J. Jonah Jameson doing his thing. Also, another character I wish maybe we could have got a little more depth into, or better yet, maybe say play as her, is Yuri Watanabe. She was one of the few policemen that would assist Spider-Man. Yeah, I don't know much about her, but I wish we did get to know a bit more about her. That's a negative side to the game, but it's okay. Maybe they might fix that in the future or something. Hopefully. But also, Black Cat, there is the fact that Black Cat is in this game, and Harry Osborn is in this game, just not the way any of y'all think. And for those of you who have not yet played the game or not reached the end, let me just say, when you get to the end, you're gonna be surprised about some things that they'll be making for the next game, because one thing I'm pretty sure you might all know is the fact that since you get to play as Miles Morales in this game, but the guy without powers, you already know he'll have powers in the next game and stuff. Heck, even have his suit. I won't deny, I love his spider suit more than Peter Parker's. What can I say? It just looks awesome. But either case, the game The game Spider-Man is awesome, and if you have not yet played it, I highly recommend it because it is just great. Yes, go to your local GameStop or any store that sells this game and buy it. This is 100% worth playing because it's just exciting. I have not stopped playing this thing practically at all. I mean, sure, I took time outs from it and stuff, but I can't help it. I just love swinging through the air so much. It's so awesome. And there are actually some side missions that can help me get better at it. But either case, let me guys know what you guys thought of the video game of Spider-Man. And if you guys like what I have to say and enjoy my videos, click that subscribe button. click that subscribe button, like my channel, and I will see you all again here in the next video I make. And until then, I am MegaGeek Mixer, and I'll be seeing you all again next time. Till then, later, bye!